chest. I'm alive. I can't see my chest.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, Tiff, what's up?
Good morning, Mal. Not much.
Just
end
chilling.
End of another week.
Just chilling at home, right?
Yeah.
I mean, did we ever think, honestly, back in March, that you would still be home and I'd still be here alone in the studio all these months later?
No, we did not. I mean, truly. I mean, we kind of thought it was, I think like most people, that it was going to be a month, maybe 2 months. And now we're ending 2020 soon.
Yeah. And when kids went home from school last year, I thought, well, for sure, by fall, it's going to be totally fine. It's just shocking sometimes when you take a look back at how long it's been. Nobody expected. So I thought I'd share something kind of fun. I love reading funny texts, especially from parents to their kids, because, you know, it's like parents try to sometimes shorten things up or whatever, which always cracks me up. And by the time I learn like the new lingo, then it's old.
Changed.
Yeah, then it's changed and it's like, you know, passe. Okay, so here's one. These are funny tweets from parents in text. So this one was, my husband was surprised to learn that my daughter's Wednesday swim lesson was being held on a Wednesday again. Forgetful person. Okay, and this one, I like this one because, and I think you'll appreciate this. I love when childless people say, I'd never let my kids do that. Mark my words, when you become a parent, you'll gladly hand your kid the iPad and a donut for 10 minutes of peace and quiet.
Yep, I have seen that happen over and over and over, where people are like, just take the iPad.
Yeah, but I do think that childless people are parenting experts, as you know.
For sure.
Here's one more, and this is like between couples. I actually read this to our multimedia producer, Paul, and he's like, it hits a little too close to home. This one is, when I feel like my husband seems to be relaxed, I'll just start a sentence with, you know, I've been thinking.
They know what's coming.
Yeah, they know that right after that it's going to be, let's move the couch or let's clean the garage or something like that.
Do something.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Where you're like, no, I think I'm in a good space right now.
Exactly.
Those are fun. I appreciate those. I have some, interesting news about, and maybe you've heard this already. Have you heard about the the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Well, I know that it's on NBC. Is it all sort of like people driving and there's no people in it or something?
No, it's going to happen, and it's just going to be different this year. Like normally there's those giant balloon handlers and stuff like that. So none of that this year. They say actually they had to reinvent, obviously, because of COVID. So there's going to be 2 days of taping the parade. So it's not going to be like live. It'll be 2 days of taped. They've got these specialty vehicles that are actually going to carry the event's signature giant balloons through Herald Square. And so there's going to be all that. But the thing that we're gonna miss out on is all the high schools and the colleges that usually go there to march and dance or whatever they do. They can't have that this year. So it's just gonna look a little bit different, but it's still gonna be going on. It's just gonna be a little bit different. So I think for people like us here in Wisconsin, it's not going to be terribly different because we watch it on TV anyway, but obviously people who normally would go or who are there during it, that's not what's happening.
Well, and I also think like my grandma, her favorite part was the marching bands, always in a parade. And so when you're missing that, I think it's just like all the football games where they pipe in the crowd noise and basketball games and all different sports.
Different.
Yeah, it's just we're getting used to a completely different thing. And that was actually one of the ideas for Thanksgiving that I was reading in an article. A lot of people watch the parade on TV as part of their tradition, but they were also saying if you're not that into sports, this year you could watch the National Dog Show, which is super interesting, all purebreds, and that's actually on NBC this year too. So following the parade, following the parade on TV, they're going to have the dog show. So something that you can think about to do. So I just wanted to share this one thing because it leads us to our sound off question. There's something that hasn't changed for 50% of us. So half of us have not changed this in 3 years or more, and it's our voicemail message. Have you changed yours recently? Because I think yours is the same as before you even started working here.
No, you know what it might be? I think I've re-recorded it, but it probably says the same thing.
It's
I'm
so
pretty sure
funny.
you're right. So that means over 11 years I've had the same voicemail.
Yeah, I've had the same voicemail for over 14 years, for sure. I know, which I think is hilarious. All right, so here's a sound off question on Facebook. We posted, how long has it been since you changed your voicemail message? We want to hear about it. So go to our Facebook page and let us know what you think.
Love it.
Yeah, all right.